What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Gaming with the Broscast, episode 123. My name is Harrison. I am joined by my brother Nick. As always,
Yo.
Nick, how you doing, buddy?
What's up? I'm doing good. I like the number 123.
123, man.
About that. Yeah.
Easy as do re mi.
123. Yeah. Easy as do re mi.
Yeah,
I love it. Well, Harrison, I just saw you a few hours ago.
Yeah. Good old happy Mother's Day to all of the all the mothers. You guys or girls are amazing, and we love you for it. So, we did a little Mother's Day. You kind of surprised mom by coming in.
I did, yeah.
And so that was good. Have everybody together and eat some lunch and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Just spent the day there. Had some good time. Had some quality time. Yeah. Also, shout out to my friends Caleb and Lauren. They just had their first baby yesterday.
Oh, nice.
So congratulations to them.
Very cool.
Yeah. So just in time for Mother's Day.
Exactly.
Yeah. They were hoping it wasn't going to be a May the 4th baby.
Oh.
Yeah. So just right. They were close. They were close.
So close.
Yeah.
Nick, how was other than today? How was your week?
It's been pretty good. It's been a pretty chill week. Doing a lot of final wedding preparation stuff. Had a lot of meetings this week. A lot of final meetings with our DJ, our florist. Figured out our seating chart and everything. So
next week
it's coming down to the wire. Yeah,
coming up.
Less than, I guess 12 days now. But it's close enough where I can see it on the weather app. I can see the forecasts for May 20th. So that's when you know it's close.
Yep.
Yeah. So cool. We'll have our podcasts. Maybe if we could do it next Sunday as well.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Okay, and then I'll be gone the next week after that. So Harrison, I don't know if you're planning on doing your solo podcast, but
I might do a solo dolo.
The solo dolo, as I should call it.
Solo dolo, yeah. Maybe it depends. Just depends on if there's a ton of news or we may just take the week off. I'm not quite sure yet what I'll do, but we'll see. We'll definitely let you guys know if you follow us on Twitter. We'll let you know. But do a little solo dolo.
A little solo dolo. I like it.
Cool.
Well, Harrison, how's your week? How you doing?
It was good. We on Saturday we're coming off of Kellen's birthday weekend. This weekend we celebrated my wife Brittany's birthday because hers is on the 10th and it's on Tuesday. So we for her birthday on Saturday, yesterday we went to go see Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah,
it was really good. It was pretty different than all the other Marvel stuff, which was really cool. It was almost like it had a lot of horror elements to the movie, which was really cool. So yeah, I liked it a lot. It was definitely a lot better than the first Doctor Strange, which I like that one as well. So yeah, it was different enough from the other ones to not feel that Marvel MCU kind of fatigue. Yeah, I think a lot of people are probably starting to feel with all the Disney Plus shows and stuff like that. So there's just so much stuff. If you love it, then you're invested in it like I am. I've watched everything so far. So, but yeah, it was really good.
Nice.
It was really good. I would recommend watching WandaVision first before going into this, just because you don't necessarily need to, but it kind of gives you
some context.
Yeah, some context. For what's happening. So, definitely watch that, and it's actually a really good TV show too. So
yeah, I really enjoyed WandaVision. That was probably one of my favorite ones.
Yeah,
that and Loki.
Yeah, that Loki and I think Moon Knight are probably my three favorites.
I enjoyed
Disney Plus. The Hawkeye show and Captain
Falcon and the
Falcon. Yeah, I always want to say Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That one was good. It was okay.
Right.
So yeah, it's good.
I tried to get tickets to see it Saturday, but I mean, of course, it was like sold out everywhere.
Yeah.
Unless I wanted to sit in the front row. Which, thinking about it now, like, would that be bad? Would it be bad to sit in the front row if the seats recline? Because like the theater that I go to, it has like the reclining seat. I just don't know how
it's still pretty bad. Yeah, okay. It's still pretty bad. Even with because the theater I get to, the seats recline pretty much like almost where you're laying down.
Take a little
flat.
nap.
Yeah, which is really nice. But even in the front row, it's still pretty rough. The front kind of area. You're just like looking up and you're, you can't see the whole screen. Yeah. But yeah, it was a really, really good movie. And then we ended up going to one of our local bars and played some pool and ate some wings and stuff. So it was good. It was a fun night. Ubered home.
Little Uber?
Yeah. Well, little Uber.
Little Uber?
Little Uber. Yeah, it was good.
Nice. I did watch Eternals this weekend.
Eternals.
I didn't hate it, but it had just so many plot holes that they tried to explain, but still didn't make sense. Like, I know, like right at the beginning, they tried to explain why the Eternals weren't there for Thanos.
Yeah, and
like everything else that's happened on Earth, and they're like, oh, like we're only supposed to interfere with the whatever they're called, the specific monsters. I can't remember.
Oh yeah, the
deviants.
Deviants, yeah.
And it's like, okay, but Thanos, like, he kind of killed half of the universe.
Yeah,
so that seems like a whole separate problem.
Yeah, y'all couldn't step in for that.
Yeah. So it was. Yeah, it's just it was overloaded with too many characters, and none of them really had any character development.
Yeah, I couldn't care less about any of them, really.
I mean, it was cool that. Well, I was just about to spoil the post-credit scene for Eternals, but it's cool when that one character shows up at the end, and I'm like, all right, I could vibe with this guy, and then the other character at the end that gets his power or whatever. That's kind of exciting, but yeah, the rest of the cast, I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to see like this whole ensemble of people again. But
yeah, it was just a very okay movie.
Right. It's too long too.
Yeah, one of those that I'm glad that I waited to watch it on Disney Plus.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Harrison. Shall we get into some video games? Shall we talk about them?
Yeah, let's do it. You want to just piggyback talking about Switch Sports this week again?
Yes. Before I do, I did pick up something that I'm excited to read.
Okay.
I got Disrupting the Game by Reggie Fils-Aimé. It's
cool.
It's his book. So there's been like a million news articles talking about little excerpts from the book. But it's just him talking about rising up from Pizza Hut to Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm sure there's going to be some cool like inside information in there, some inside stories, inside scoops. So I'm excited to dive into it. I might read it on the honeymoon. We'll see.
Yeah, let me know how that is. I did. You could probably see it in the background here. I bought my first Funko Pop.
I don't know if I should be happy for you or be scared.
I don't think I'll get into it just because they're like Amiibo. They're like $13 or $14 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I took Kellen to Five Below to get some stuff, and I found like these two little like Funko Pop like figurines. It's Sokka and Katara from Avatar.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I started rewatching those again for like the 17th time. That's just like my.
Is it your comfort show?
It's my comfort show. Like I watched Korra first, and then I went back to Avatar. Yeah, it's very comforting. So I picked those up, and then we walked over to GameStop just to see what they had.
Going on.
Yeah, just see what's going on.
Check in.
Pop into GameStop too often. And I saw a Squid Game Funko Pop, and I was like, you know what, I'll do it. I'll pick it up. So,
okay, so out of all the Funko Pops, you wanted the Squid Games one.
Yeah, I tried to find an Avatar one, but they didn't have any.
Yeah.
So yeah, nice. I don't know what came over me, but I've been in a collectible mood here in the last month or so. So
do you feel an itch or anything to?
Yeah, a little bit
of
an itch, but I'm okay. I'll stick with my amiibos, my Zelda amiibos for the most part. But yeah, let's dive into more Switch sports. I still have not played any other modes, but I did finally break into the Pro League on soccer. I played a few hours of soccer this week. I think that's my favorite mode so far. It's so fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely want to check out like the bowling online and then the other stuff. But I like the soccer because you can really just kind of lay down on the couch or sit down on the couch and just
just how they intended.
Exactly. So that's what I've been doing. It's fun. Kelton's been enjoying watching me play that. So it's good.
So question, once you get into the Pro League, does anything about the gameplay mechanics change?
I have not played a game since I got into Pro League. I got into Pro League on, I think, Thursday night. Then I haven't played since. So I don't know what exactly changes other than I've got an E ranking right now.
Okay, so you had an E too. So I got into the Pro League for bowling. And not to toot my own horn, but I was doing pretty good up until that point. Well, yeah. I was doing pretty good in my like placement matches or whatever you want to call it, the first 10 that you play.
Yeah.
And then I got put in E.
I think you just start out in E. I don't.
You must start in E.
Yeah.
But one thing I didn't expect is that once you get in the Pro Leagues, it's not just normal elimination bowling anymore. It's bowling with obstacles.
Oh, interesting.
So it's no longer normal bowling. You're like either bowling around objects or trying to, bowl through a path or something. But yeah, I don't think, unless I turn off the pro mode, I don't think I can play normal bowling online anymore.
Oh,
which is kind of weird. Like, I get it, I guess, but there should definitely be an option to have a separate pro league for both of those.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah. And like kind of going off of that, I wish there were more modes for all of these games. Like Wii Sports Resort had a couple of different bowling modes. Like they had that 100 pin bowling and a few others. And I'm kind of slowly noticing that Switch Sports is lacking like those variants, like those alternative modes that kind of like made the games in Wii Sports Resort like really fun. So definitely missing those. And I hope they get added in, but like, I don't really expect them to be,
Yeah, maybe they'll add them in, over the summer while we wait on golf to come or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how with soccer is that's how different that is.
Oh, with the leg strap.
Well, now that I'm in the pro league, if it changes at all.
I don't know how it would change.
Yeah, because I mean they like if you go into overtime or they have like a golden ball that'll come down, and it'll be worth 2 points, but that's happened quite a few times while I've played. So yeah, I don't know how much it changes. I'm curious to find out.
So you haven't played any of the other sports, or you've played only a couple?
Not online. I haven't played the other one yet. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've played all of them. I've played them all online to varying degrees. I've played I played Shambara the least online, and then probably like tennis, volleyball, and bowling the most. Those have all been.
Is it
fun.
Pretty like for, I guess, especially for like tennis, is the latency pretty good? So there's no lag and stuff like that. It's pretty.
And if there is any latency, it kind of, and this is going to sound like a bad thing, but it's not, but it kind of slows the entire game down.
Okay.
Where if there is a bit of lag, it'll kind of I don't know, it almost helps you catch up mentally if like, they swing, nothing happens, and then you see the ball coming.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
you don't think they hit it, but they actually did. So it kind of like slows everything down. So it gives you a chance to react. So that's one thing that's been pretty good about the online. And I think they're using that new like online infrastructure that they started implementing with like Monster Hunter Rise.
Yeah.
And Mario Party.
Okay.
So it's the latency's pretty good. I haven't had much problems with it at all.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So I mean, overall, how are you enjoying it? Are you liking it?
I like it. Yeah. I think it's going to be. I haven't played with like the kids yet in Brittany, so I think it'll be just one of those kind of like Mario Party where it'll probably just be one of those games that I pull out every month or so, like and play with friends or something like that, or I don't, and I haven't, but like playing it every day, kind of thing. So yeah, it'd probably just be end up being one of those party games at the end of the day, which is fine. Like I don't need to play this game every single day, and
you don't need to climb the ranks.
To get my money's worth or whatever. I mean, I'll probably stick with soccer for a little bit, try that out, play the other ones online, and then probably put it down until a friend comes over or if the kids want to play or something like that.
Yeah,
I like it a lot. It definitely gives me the old Wii Sport vibes to some degree. It's obviously not quite the same, just because that was such a, I don't know, staple in the Wii's, playing with mom and dad and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, and I do think it is missing golf.
Yes,
and I wish they would have because the reason I think it's going to take so long for golf to get implemented is because they probably want to include online.
Yeah,
for that mode, and I wish they would just have it only offline for now.
Yeah,
and then work on having an online competitive mode, which, theoretically they could just do elimination like they do for bowling, where you play 3 holes. Maybe you have like 9 people, you play 3 holes, the top 5 advance, go to the next 3, and then maybe just play 9 holes total.
Yeah.
And do it like that. But yeah, I'm really excited for golf to get added, because that was one of my favorite modes from Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort. And like it's definitely sorely missed.
Yeah, for sure.
Just at launch. And we'll kind of like get into this conversation later with what we've seen of Mario Strikers, but I kind of wish we'd have all this content at launch and they don't drip feed it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's a little
frustrating.
Yeah, that really has only, I think Splatoon has like been the only really game where I haven't necessarily minded about there being like a lack of content, because the gameplay itself was just so fun, that it just didn't matter that there weren't a lot of maps or different variations of weapons and stuff.
And there was there were a lot of weapons at launch.
Yeah,
and a good amount of maps too.
Yeah. I mean, because like Mario Golf, like I know there's a story mode, which I think I only played like 30 minutes of.
I finished it and it wasn't good.
Yeah. How long was it?
Probably 5 hours.
Okay, but it was like pretty lackluster wise, right? It was just like a tournament or something.
Right. It was just a tournament at every location.
Yeah.
There were a couple of boss fights, but yeah, wasn't great.
Yeah. So yeah, I think, I mean, yeah, we'll talk about it here in a second, but yeah, a little nervous about Mario Strikers.
Me too. Definitely.
We'll see what happens. Any more thoughts on the Switch ports?
No, I mean, I'm gonna keep playing it. I've had a good time playing it with Alicia. We've had a lot of fun, and sometimes like we harp on games when we're on the podcast, but every time I play it, I have fun.
Yeah.
It's not like I think it's a bad game or I don't have fun when I'm playing it. It's just there are criticisms that I feel like need to be brought up.
Yeah.
And Yeah, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about how much I missed golf, or how much I wish there were different modes for all of these really cool sports that are in here, but just feel like they're kind of missing something.
Yeah. I agree.
Game.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, it's a good it's a good rooftop party game. That's what they intended all along.
That's the vision.
I do want to talk about Halo Infinite. I tried out the season 2 that just launched on Tuesday. I've been playing mostly the new Last Spartan Standing mode, which is really fun. I believe it's only one map, and it's a pretty cool map. So I think it's
is it new? A new map?
It is a new map, yeah. It's 15 players. It is kind of like their take on kind of a battle royale, but at a much smaller degree. There's no vehicles in it, but it's really cool because so it's 15 players. Each player has 5 lives. You start off with a pistol and a disruptor, and you get points based on kills. And as you go through, as you get like so many points, you level up and you automatically get a new gun. So like after the pistol and disruptor, you get I think it's you keep the disruptor, you lose the pistol, but you get the mangler. And then after that, it's an assault rifle, and then the shotgun, and then I don't know if there's another tier above that, but it's really cool. And when you die, you still get to keep your upgrades or whatever. But you start with just those 2. You can pick up like grenades and stuff that are on the map, and then there's the weapon lockers that come down throughout the level and stuff, so you can get, and I think those only hold like invisibility and overshield. I haven't seen one that has like another weapon, so I think you can only get the weapons that you level up with. So yeah, it's really cool. I like it a lot. I have not played enough Halo to be good. I did get to like the final, like the last 2 Spartans, and ended up getting killed, but it's really good so far. I'm a little peeved about the progression with and it's being addressed, I guess. I guess it's some sort of glitch or something. So go figure that something's not working. So at the end of if you die, because after you lose all your lives, a little text pops up and says, "Hey, you can leave the match without any sort of penalty, and you'll keep your progression and stuff like that." And every time I did that, I didn't keep anything. So like none of the kills or the points that I got, because like all the challenges are really based on the last Spartan standing, like accumulate a certain amount of points, or get 10 kills in the last Spartan standing, or whatever the case is. So I just been having to stay in and watch, which is fun, but if you're like the third one to die, you have to wait through all the people to die and for the game to end. So that's a little frustrating. That's I don't know what 343 is doing. I just don't understand why they can't get the stuff right.
I mean, if Switch Sports can do that right, where you can quit out of bowling if you get out in the first round and keep your experience, then
it's I mean, I just don't get it. They're I don't know. So that's been a little bit frustrating. But other than that, I haven't seen the other. I guess there's one more map that I haven't played, because they said it was other map. Because they said it was 2 maps, but I haven't played it yet. I've played a little bit of Slayer, here and there through the when I'm not playing the last Spartan Standing. But yeah, it's good. I like the unlock so far. I've gotten one like currency, and one it's like 100 coins or something like that. So yeah, it's good so far. It's good. It's nice to have something to look forward to in the battle pass, that now that we moved on to the second season. So yeah. I like it.
Do you still think that this season is going to be a little bit too long?
Absolutely. Yeah. 6 months is crazy long. I don't know why they chose that for this game. Especially we talked about last week, but I mean, Fortnite's like 2 months, which seems perfect. And they always throw in a whole bunch of new stuff in their battle pass. So I don't know why 343 has chosen to do 6 months. Maybe just because of the issues they've had of trying to get co-op ready and all that stuff. Yeah. So maybe in season 3 that launches in November will be shorter going forward. Yeah.
It's crazy how the public opinion changed on this game so fast.
People
December of last year,
loving it.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, at launch, they were like everybody was all in. Everyone was loving it, and then kind of once Big Team Battle stopped working, for like an entire month, and like there just wasn't any plans for new content.
Yeah,
like I don't know, the hype for the game just kind of died, and that sucks because this is supposed to be like the Halo game, the Halo multiplayer game that people are playing for years, and I'm sure to a degree we will be, but
it'll get there. It just kind of sucks the way it launched. I mean, it already had, a lot of people were upset about the co-op and the Forge, and at least with Forge we could potentially play new maps that were user created and stuff like that. So that could address the issue of not having so much content, at least map wise. So I don't know, it sucks, and because like you said, it launched with so much popularity and was like 20 million people playing it. Like it was like the highest Halo launch ever, which it's on Game Pass or whatever, but a lot of people are playing on Steam as well. But I think you're right. As soon as the it broke in December, I think a lot of people were just like, all right, that sucks. But then the battle pass is like, it takes too long, and I don't know.
Just a few problems.
So, but I'll definitely be playing a lot of Halo, just going through that battle pass and playing season 2. So I'm looking forward to that, because right now the last Spartan standing mode is pretty fun.
Nice. I need to jump in and try it out.
Try it out.
Definitely.
What you want to talk about, Nate? You want to talk about some more Elden Ring or some Bugsnax?
Get it out of the way. Ring, yeah. So I jumped in to my like main save file for a couple hours. Just I just rode around. It was really nice. Just I found like some new mini bosses, took them out. Just went around, just enjoyed some time exploring, not really looking to do anything. And then I started a new character, and I didn't get very far. I stupidly decided to try to take on the Tree Sentinel right out the gate, and I was just getting smacked around. I was like, I'm not that good at this game. Like, I've gone through it all, but I'm still not good enough to take on the Tree Sentinel right out the bat. Like, it's just tough, man. It's tough. It kind of like such a dick move to put that there at the beginning of the game, and people think that they have to fight it.
Yeah.
Like I bet a lot of people fell off for at least a little bit, because they're like, what the hell? Like, how am I supposed to kill this guy?
Yeah. But, I'm sure a lot of people just I'm sure a lot of people were
probably
newcomers were just like, what is this? Is it seriously this hard? It's like, no, you just got to go around it.
And Harrison, you'll be happy about this because you missed the tutorial.
Right.
But when I started the new game, there's like a prompt like comes on the screen. It's like, hey, jump down that hole.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah, so it's there. It's I guess that's a good thing. It's kind of weird that they had to put that in.
I think just so many people skipped it.
Yeah. People like yourself.
Which I guess it was just a badly designed, intro, I guess, for what for whatever reason. Because generally, you see a big hole in Dark Souls, you're like, okay, I can't. Let me not fall in that.
Go in there.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good. Yeah, because that definitely helps out a lot. Learning how to jump attack and parry and all that good stuff. So
it does. And I jumped into New Game Plus of Demon Souls.
Okay.
So the first boss of that game, the first time around, was a major pushover. It's just like this ball of sludge.
Yeah.
And you just throw some fire bombs at it, and it'll kill all like the shield guys that are surrounding it, and then you can just go in and knock him down. New Game Plus took forever. It probably took me like 10 minutes to kill this boss.
Oh wow.
And I had like 30 fire bombs from like the first playthrough, and I used them all. And like I didn't really do anything. So I just had to slowly take these guys out one by one. And then I wasn't really doing any damage to the boss, and I finally killed it. And it was my first try, so like it wasn't like that annoying.
Yeah.
But then I realized that I was probably a little underleveled, because there is an area at the end of the game where it's just it's a really long run up to the boss. And I'm assuming that the game wanted you to take your time, kill these guys, maybe go back, level up a few times. And I didn't do that. And I just ran through it all.
Oh, okay.
Just ran straight to the boss. And I did fine. Like I, fared pretty well. I think I beat the final boss in the first try. But yeah, New Game Plus is no joke. And I looked it up and everyone's like, yeah, New Game Plus is kind of like super hard for no reason. I was like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, not like Elden Ring where you can pretty much just decimate everybody in that game.
Yeah, New Game Plus in Elden Ring is a total joke. Total joke.
Like, yeah, I've been thinking about picking it up again. Because it's one of my favorite games ever. It's just
it's really good.
It's amazing.
Really good. I
I'm
played
ready.
it in
Oh,
sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm ready for some more DLC.
Yeah.
Whenever hopefully they put that out sometime this year, maybe, hopefully, or maybe early next year. That would be
You think?
Fantastic.
You think they're gonna put out some DLC for this?
I hope they've done it for all the other ones, right? All the other games.
Except for Sekiro.
Yeah, except for Sekiro.
But that was through Activision, so maybe there was some sort of deal with that game.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So those are the Souls games I've played this weekend. It's a fun time.
And then lastly, we both decided to play Bugsnax that released on Game Pass.
Bugsnax.
This was that PS5 exclusive that launched with the game, or with the did it launch with PS5? Is that when it came out?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Viva Pinata-esque kind of thing mixed with like Pokemon. It's
yeah. Oh, Harrison, sorry to cut you off, but I think.
Oh yeah, let's switch over. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we were talking about Bugsnax. It's a kind of like a Pokemon meets Viva Pinata meets. I don't really know. It's really
it's dark. I feel like it's gonna be a dark game.
Yeah,
it's gonna be dark.
Yeah, it's interesting so far. Like, yeah. You land. You kind of crash land into this. I can't remember the name of the island, but you crash to this island and you run into a guy, and he's dying. I guess I don't know if he's dying of hunger. It's whatever. So you have to like feed him these things called Bugsnax, and they're like a combination of a bug and some sort of food. So there's like the Frieder, and some other
strawberry
stuff. Yeah, the strawberry guy.
It's like sentient food.
Yeah, sentient food, and they say their names kind of like Pokemon does.
Yeah,
or Pokemon do, and you have like this device. I can't remember if it's like a camera or something, but you scan the Bugsnax. It gives it like a kind of a brief description of them, tells you how to catch them, and then it also shows like their walking pattern. So you get a trap and you lay the trap down, and as soon as they come underneath the trap, you get them. And each kind of Bugsnax is different, so you can't. It's not very simple to catch everything the same way. Other ways you have to, like there's ketchup that grows on this plant, and you squirt the ketchup onto another Bugsnax, and that causes the other Bugsnax to attack it, and then you can pick it up with the net or whatever. So it's weird. And then also, if you feed the Bugsnax to the NPCs, their limbs will turn into
that food,
Bugsnax, whatever the food. So
it's really weird.
It's weird. Like I fed him like one of the guys like 3 Bugsnax, and he has like a French fry leg and like a strawberry leg and then something else. And you kind of ask that question of like, well, what's the side? Like, why is this? And they're like, oh yeah, it
just does that.
And you don't know if it's permanent or not. I don't know. It's really weird. But I kind of like it.
Yeah, I think the burger is hilarious. Like that, just like the little burger creature, just the way it like chases after things like a dog.
Yeah.
And just it's sound effects and everything, just so funny, man.
Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, so it's really weird and goofy. And gives me like, I don't know if necessarily Viva Pinata is a good reference, but it kind of gives me like those vibes, I guess, of just weird. I guess just because Viva Pinata is, animals that are pinatas, so it's that weird clash that I think that I'm trying to reference.
Right.
So yeah, it's very strange, but I'm kind of into it. So I'll probably play some more of it and see what happens. Because I think it's going to get kind of dark at some point.
I think it will, and I'm here for that moment. Yeah, it's an interesting game. I'm glad it's on Game Pass. Glad I tried it out. I'll have to jump back into it. I didn't play much. I played like 20 minutes. I just got to like the town.
That's where I got to. So
okay.
Yeah, exact same spot.
Nice. So we're in the same boat. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it seems like a bunch of variety of Bugsnax. So, and I think there's some new DLC or something for it that launched. I don't know if that's included or if you have to buy that separately. But so if you've got it on PS5, there's more DLC to dive into. But yeah, it's interesting game. It's weird.
It's weird that this was a launch game for the PS5. I don't know. Yeah. It's just kind of. It's not like visually it's anything special.
No, it's pretty. I don't know. It's kind of bright and colorful. But yeah, visually, like it's nothing crazy. Like it could definitely run on kind of anything. I think.
Yeah, it's on the Switch.
Yeah, it's on the Switch too. So, which I think it's on sale for like $20.
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Girl. So yeah, I'll definitely probably play some more to see what else. I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming more Bugsnax you find, there'll be interesting ways to capture them. Mm-hmm. So we'll see how the gameplay evolves. It seems like you probably get some other tools to catch. Yeah. So yeah, it's a cool game.
Yeah, very very unique. Very unique game. All right, you want to jump into some news?
Yeah, let's do it. So they did introduce like the opening kind of day for Summer Games Fest. Let me get that website pulled up here. So they already announced the Xbox stuff. That's it right here. Yep. Okay. Awesome. So it officially starts on June 9th, which is I think it's a Thursday, nice. 2 p.m. Eastern time. And that's kind of like the big day where they'll just announce a bunch of different stuff.
Just blow it out.
Yeah, just blow it out.
9th. That's a month from now. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
I'm excited. God. It's coming.
And then Xbox's thing is June 12th. So
that's Sunday.
It's a Sunday. which we'll probably stream that.
Yeah. That's a good plan.
Yeah.
We're fans of E3.
Yeah. I love E3. So yeah, it seems like it's going to be a few day kind of event, kind of like E3. So I don't know if there's going to be any other specific, like if Ubisoft is going to have its own day or something like that, or if it's most people are just going to be in this opening day thing. So
yeah, and I wonder.
I don't think it stated how long it was either. We may get more details.
I know Xbox's is 90 minutes.
90 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about like the actual Summer Game Fest stream, but yeah. I'm wondering if we'll see like anything from PlayStation that week or anything from Nintendo. I'm assuming we'll see a direct of some sort.
Yeah, because PlayStation's is underneath the partner list, so they'll have something.
Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to have their own event or if they're just going to be kind of tied in with this stream. And then Xbox has its own, but yeah, we'll see. I'm definitely excited either way.
And that starts June 9th, you said?
Yep, June 9th is the first day.
Okay, so we should do some predictions that week.
Oh yeah, we'll do some
good old fashioned predictions. Oh, I love that. I love predictions.
Exactly.
My favorite part. My favorite part of the job. All right, so I didn't have any personal trouble with this last week, but some Xbox users were having trouble accessing their digital games.
Okay.
Basically, there were some prompts that said that they didn't have ownership over these games, or that the owner needed to sign in to play these digital games.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, and it took a few days to resolve. Xbox's official support statement was saying that some users are unable to purchase and launch games or start cloud gaming sessions on Xbox devices.
Was it just cloud gaming stuff, or
no? It was like digital games as well, not just streaming games. But yeah, it kind of brings up an interesting point on digital ownership and what that actually means. Especially if I buy some game, whatever. Let's say I buy Gears 5, download it onto my console. Theoretically, if I'm offline, I should be able to boot it up and play the campaign.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem like that was the case for some people.
Yeah. Which
is kind of scary. But
yeah, it is.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just one of those side effects that can happen with digital only stuff. Yeah, that's kind of scary for the future, and obviously I don't think there's any, in the future. I think Microsoft at this point is kind of too big to fail. So I don't ever foresee Xbox shutting down or something like that. But yeah, that is kind of crazy that was happening.
Yeah, because when was the last time you bought a physical Xbox game?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians? Okay.
Yeah, I bought that when it was on sale on Amazon.
I think mine might have been Avengers.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because Avengers was the one prior to that, because you had texted me, it said it was on sale or something like that, so I picked it up. Yeah, stuff happens. I get it. It's scary, but at least they got it fixed, relatively quickly.
Yeah, at least. But I don't know. With Xbox, I'm not as worried about digital ownership and me losing access to my library of games for whatever reason. But with Nintendo, that would suck. PlayStation, all of my PS5 games are physical.
Yeah.
Just because it's cheap, it's much cheaper to get them physical than it is to get them digital. Returnal is
have all been on sale and stuff.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I really want to pick up Returnal, but I'm not going to pay $70 for it.
Yeah, no way.
That's just
no way.
That's just too much. So, yeah, it's just kind of it's one of those things that just comes with, with digital ownership. Like, it doesn't really mean anything. Like, yeah, you don't really. I mean, I guess you own it, but you don't really own it. Yeah,
because if something were to happen to the server, and you just happen to be like in this case, like I'm sure if someone was not connected to the internet, no problem, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case where you were connected and all of a sudden you can't play your games, you just have to rely on Xbox fixing it quickly just because you don't have an option to just put another game in. So yeah, it is kind of worthless or kind of meaningless to have it digital, because they can, if something were to happen to Xbox and they shut the division down or department down,
that's it.
I don't know. I don't know the legal, any sort of the legal aspect of that. Like maybe they would be forced to at least have some, obviously you can't, I would say they probably can't, they're not going to sell new games, but they would at least have it open to where you could always download your stuff. So that legal aspect, I'm not quite sure, but yeah, if something were to happen to the server, like in this case, nothing you could do. You can't play your games.
Yeah. Like there were a couple of games that just completely shut down. I think Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, like you can't even play it anymore.
Like you can't play like the campaign at all?
No. Because I think you needed to be online.
Okay.
They shut down the servers. And then like Jump Force, they shut that down.
Yeah.
Or they're shutting it down.
Yeah.
I don't know what implications that has on any like single player content, but yeah, like it's an interesting time for sure. You're kind of at the mercy of the continued support of the game developers and publishers. Whereas before, like if you had a game, you had it in its full state, for better or worse. But here it's like if Bungie decided to stop supporting Destiny 2, then that's it.
Yeah.
It's over.
And that's kind of interesting because the way Bungie operates is they'll swap out like the DLCs. So you may purchase one and then 6 months later, they may take it away and then put something else in its place. And then a few months later, maybe do that swap again. So that's also kind of interesting when they do their live service stuff, but yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I'm worried necessarily. Like,
yeah, I'm not either. Like,
it's just interesting to think about kind of that side of things, that side of what it means to own something. It's definitely, actually, I wouldn't say it's that different to own something physically than to own something digitally, because if you own Jump Force on disc, you still can't play it.
Yeah, can't play it online.
Yeah, if you own Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 on disc, you still probably can't play it at all. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I'd be interested to hear anyone's thoughts on this whole like debacle and what implications that can have on this whole thing going forward. But speaking of online games, Harrison, this is gonna be a little disappointing for you because I know you're a big fan of this game, but Square Enix has kind of deemed Outriders a failure sales wise. They haven't even broke even yet. And this is like, it's another one of their Western developers that maybe they're, I don't know what's going on with their Western developers, but it doesn't seem like they're ever happy with sales results or the budget. Like, my God.
Yeah, I don't know. And they just announced like a whole like a giant like DLC for Outriders that's supposed to be coming out here
expansion
pretty soon. Yeah, it's a bummer because that game, that demo was amazing, and well, although I didn't think Outriders necessarily like a fantastic or great game, it was really, really good for what I played. Or I mean, I did finish it, but you know, the kind of post game stuff just didn't really seem that great. So yeah, I'm excited to come back in and you know, I'll check on the reviews first to see how it is, because I think this is paid. So
okay,
I think it might be $30 or something like that. So I'm excited, but yeah, Square Enix, they're not happy with anything Western side.
Like they're happy with all these like JRPGs that sell, you know, max like 1 million copies.
Yeah.
And they announce those sales records and be like, oh my gosh, like this is the best selling game of the franchise. Like with well, they didn't do SMT5, but like Bravely Default 2, Triangle Strategy, they were, you know, talking about how great that game did. And like, I don't know if the budgets are different for those games. I mean, they have to be, right? Because, you know, comparing a game like Outriders, which is a 3D action game, comparing that to something like Triangle Strategy, which is a, you know, HD 2D game. There's not a lot that goes into like animations and things like that. It's all about like the dialogue and the writing and the mechanics of the game. I'm assuming those budgets are vastly different. And that's why they're so happy about, you know, a JRPG selling 1 million copies versus a game like Outriders maybe sold like 3 to 5 million and still underperformed.
Well, I think so. I typed in Outriders sales numbers, and I forgot, but and I think we talked about it on the podcast, but Square Enix was very iffy with like their numbers. They never actually told how well the game sold to People Can Fly. And I think that's still the case. Like I don't think they've received any royalties yet for this game. And then they say that they may never receive royalties because it hasn't broke even yet. So yeah, that's kind of a fishy. I mean, if the game's not selling, but that's kind of a fishy like stance that Square Enix is taking and not being upfront about that. Now, does Square Enix, do they own People Can Fly, or did they just publish this game?
I think they published it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm reading this quote from the executive at People Can Fly, and he said, "We estimate that between 2 and 3 million copies were sold, and assumed that this was a result that would ensure profitability for this project. The lack of payment by the publisher probably means that, according to Square Enix, it is not so." And that was as of August of last year. So I'm assuming not much has changed. But they did reveal that they had 3.5 million unique players. So that doesn't account for game. I mean, 3 million players could have been Game Pass.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like maybe it only sold 400,000, 500,000 copies, but you know, a bunch of people on Game Pass checked it out, but it's not a sale, which depending on the contract that they have, because I'm sure every contract with the Game Pass games are different. Like maybe they get so much money from Microsoft based on how many people are playing it. So I'm not quite sure how that works. So yeah, it's it's People Can Fly. They don't own the IP. Square Enix does. So, you know, I don't anticipate ever getting an Outriders 2, you know, unless they sell it to People Can Fly or sell it to somebody else or something like that. But yeah, it's interesting. The World Slayer expansion comes out next month. So okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll check it out and see what it's about and read the reviews. But
yeah,
it's kind of crummy.
At this point, I'm hoping Square Enix stays out of the West in terms of like buying up developers or anything like that, because like I don't think they have a handle on Western development studios.
Yeah.
Like Avengers failed, Guardians of the Galaxy underperformed, even though it did pretty well.
Yeah, Outriders was an amazing game.
Yeah, and it was a great game. But still, like, just licensing out Marvel characters had to cost like an astronomical amount of money.
Oh yeah,
like especially probably hundreds, game. Like $100 million just to even get the rights to it. And I do not want to be would not want to be in Square Enix's place right now, trying to figure out what to do.
It seems like they probably just need to stick with the JRPGs going forward, because they make great ones.
Yeah, so. And all of this isn't even mentioning all of the rumors that PlayStation is buying Square.
Yeah,
which I don't want to say I necessarily agree with that, but I could see it happening.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll see. I'm sure we'll hear something here in the next month or so if they're going to get some. I'm sure we'll get acquisition stuff from both sides, but we'll see. We shall see. And then lastly, a new Mario Strikers trailer dropped over the last week. Nick, I think I watched. It was in Japanese, right? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched a little bit of the trailer. I was watching some guy I watch on YouTube streaming it, and he had pulled it up. So, but from the looks of it, it didn't. It was kind of looking kind of lackluster in content, right?
Yeah, kind of like per usual at this point. But yeah, there are only 10 characters.
Okay.
And just keep this in the context of a 4v4 soccer game.
Okay.
So that's already 8. That's 8 characters on the field. There's not much room to shake things. Like there's not much room to switch out your roster.
And each character has their own like unique abilities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. At least as far as I know. Like the customization looks pretty cool. Like it looks like you're different, kind of like your different armor and different outfits. Like it affects your stats.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. The gameplay looks pretty fun. I think overall it looks like a fun game, but it kind of just looks, again, just lacking in content. And granted, this is a different developer. This is Next Level Games, who did the previous Mario Strikers games and then Luigi's Mansion. But I just feel like we're kind of going down the same road as Mario Tennis, Aces, and then Mario Golf Super Rush.
Yeah.
Which coincidentally were both summer games. Like they were both like June, like they were both end of June games from what I remember. And they both, I bought them both at launch, and they both were disappointing. So
you bought Mario, you bought Tennis?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
I did. Yeah. Just disappointing.
Yeah.
But I hope this isn't a repeat of that, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of hope in it at this point.
Yeah, I probably, I mean, it's a pretty, like, perspective wise, it's pretty different than what we're currently getting for Switch Sports.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think I may have my fill of soccer games with this. But I'll definitely check it out. Hopefully they put out some sort of like demo or something.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because when does this game launch? Next month, right?
Yeah, June 30th, I think. Yeah, it's it's June 10th.
Oh wow,
that's pretty.
So the
pretty
week
soon.
of week of summer game, the Summerfest.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then
okay.
What's that? Oh. Yes, I might as well just run down the list. Mario Strikers, June 10th. Fire Emblem Warriors, Three Hopes, June 24th. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, July 29th. Splatoon 3, September 9th. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, late 2022. Bayonetta 3, TBA. Mario and Rabbids, TBA. Advance Wars 1 and 2, TBA. So It's a pretty solid lineup.
Yeah,
sure we'll get a few more surprises.
Yeah, I think we'll get a couple more games announced and released this year, and just depends on what they are. But yeah, I'll definitely Mario Strikers is definitely going to be a wait and see for me.
Yeah.
If I end up picking it up and just doing like I did with what was the last Nintendo game? Excuse me, that came out.
Kirby?
Was it Kirby?
Or Triangle Strategy?
Yeah, Strategy, Kirby, Pokemon.
Wait, I have my list up. We'll switch ports and then Kirby. Ports.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. After Mario Golf, I'll never just get a game on the whim again.
You know what my toxic trait is though?
What?
Is that during the summer there's like not too many games to play, so I usually end up I just want something. That's what I did with Mario Golf. I was like, I saw the reviews, saw that it was lacking content and it wasn't super fun. I was like, but I got no games. I got no games to play.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that one for sure.
So let's see if the June drought causes me to get this game again or get another Mario Sports game. We'll see. We will see.
Yeah, I mean, it looks fun just as long as there's a decent amount of content. And is there a story mode for this game, or is it just multiplayer only?
I'm not sure. I think there's like some sort of offline story mode, but let's see.
Yeah. I imagine it's probably something close to like Super Mario Golf or something. I don't anticipate it having something crazy.
Yeah.
If I love the rules, it takes to win. Get gritty.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's like an actual story mode. Oh, and it's five. It's five versus 5.
5v5.
Yeah. That's your 10 characters. There it is.
Yep.
But yeah, so I really hope it's good.
Are you sure it's 5v5? See 8. Number of players, 8 people.
Maybe you're right. I'm on the Nintendo.fandom.com, so maybe that's wrong.
Yeah, because I'm on the official website.
Oh well, then yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. 8. 8
total.
4v4.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see. It could be really fun. It could absolutely suck, or just mediocre. So, I think it's $59.99. So full price game there. So yeah, we'll see. I'll catch the reviews when they go up.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, that is going to wrap up the news, and it's also going to wrap up the show this week, guys. Nick, you want to tell people where they can follow us and stuff?
Of course I do.
Socials?
I would love to. You can follow us on Twitter at GamingWT Broscast. We do polls, talk about news, any show updates. We'll put them on there as well. Twitch, right here on Twitch. You can follow us at Gaming with the Broscast. We go live normally every Monday at 8:30 p.m. EST-ish. This week and next week will be Sundays, just because of my selfish reasons, my wedding stuff.
God forbid.
God forbid. Yeah, I get married once and suddenly I'm crucified. If you want to follow us on TikTok, you can follow us at Gaming with the Broscast. Been posting a lot of some different content on there. It's not all Elden Ring.
Yeah, not anymore.
Not anymore. Sorry everybody. We've slightly moved on from Elden Ring. And then lastly, if you want to follow us or if you want to join us on Discord, our link is in the description. So join us. We're hoping to get, some people on to ask some questions live on the show. So if you're interested in that, if you have some pressing questions that you think only us can answer, then feel free to join.
Yeah. Nick, we haven't decided like official date. We're probably just wait maybe after the wedding.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. We'll try to pick a specific date, whether it's on the podcast day or maybe if we do like a Q&A or something, but we'll figure it out and try to promote it and get people in there.
Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
That'd be a good time. That's all I got.
That's all you got. All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you listening. As always, if you can obviously share the podcast with your friends, your social medias, all that good stuff. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts. That definitely helps out a lot. So we definitely appreciate it. And we will see y'all next Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.